So I got quite a few packages that have been building up here, and some of them are packages within packages. So today we're just going to do another AliExpress unboxing, unpacking of all the things that I have here, and some of them are kind of important to get to because one of them is a portable monitor, like a little one, which is going to be something that I use for a couple different items that I have to review in the future. Some hitboxes and a couple Nintendo Switch themed items. Also, anything that can output to a monitor, it'd be good to use. My 15-inch monitor is just a little too big for this setup here, so I got an 11-inch one. It's not an IPS screen, so we'll have to see how that looks. We'll have to see how it works. Maybe we'll test it in this video, but I'm not sure about that yet. Just gonna see how everything goes. There's no structure or organization to this video, so bear with me here as I pull these things out. I have to be careful about the stickers on them, so I could tell this right here is something specific. I know what it is, so I'll start with that. So recently I got a PowKiddy X55 from GoGameGeek, and I love it. Normally I don't go all out with the cases for every single one of my handhelds, but I wanted a dedicated case for the X55 because I just ended up really liking it. So I got it off of AliExpress. It was only a couple bucks. I don't even remember what it cost, but this is it right here, and it's branded PowKiddy. So it's just kind of cool that it's actually branded. I don't think I got it from the PowKiddy website though. It was just some other store. I'll link it down below. Oh, it's actually like a slick plastic. I thought it was going to be that kind of textured like material that you normally see. Anyway, let's put the X55 inside of it just to see how it looks. So not too much going on, just a couple straps and a little pocket right there. That's all we really need. So let's just take the X55 out. We're not going to turn it on or anything like that today. We've already done that. But one quick look at it. Those of you who haven't seen it, feel free to check out my video. I'll link it down below. Alright, so let's just move the box out of the way first, because it won't be staying in this box anymore. Off to the side. Alright, and I guess we just slide it under. Just like that. And then, you know, we could put our cable in there. I don't really have... This isn't the proper cable. This is a C to C cable, and this is a MagSafe cable, which is an awesome cable. It would still fit, but it's a little thick. You probably want one a little smaller. And see? So it's magnetic. These are my watch parts. I was looking for that piece. Alright, so these are great, but just don't put them next to any little screws or anything like that. Anyway, PowKiddy X55 case. Looks like it's going to work perfectly fine. It's not going to fall out. I like it. Alright, so that's that. Real quick, let's get that out of the way. What else was in there? Oh, this is just a cell phone case. I could tell. Another case for the Samsung, which is the S23 Ultra, which is what I'm filming with. Because the last case I got, it was a MagSafe case, and the MagSafe part didn't work on it. It just, yeah, it wouldn't charge. And then the other one, oh, this one looks almost identical, but it's not a fingerprint magnet. The other one was a fingerprint magnet. So I could already tell that this one does not seem to leave fingerprints. And it does have a little MagSafe ring. Unfortunately, I can't test it in the video because I'm using the camera right now as we speak. So on another day, or maybe not, because I don't really review cell phone stuff. I'll put this aside. What else came in that bag? One more here with a bubble bag. I'm not sure what it is. I just popped the bubble bag. Oh, this is just a screen protector. Which one is this for? Oh, this is for the X55. That's right. I got a screen protector for the X55 as well. So I'll set that aside. What's next? Let's do the monitor. All right, this box is kind of big for this setup I have here, but the monitor should be, you know, relatively small because my 15-inch monitor has fit in previous videos. So let's just open this thing up. It's just probably a big box because there's other stuff inside of it. So I got this thing for 30 bucks. Like 32 with shipping on sale. It's a 11 inch, or what is it, 11.6 inch LED monitor. Let me close this up. Actually, we'll need that for a sec. So let's just get this open. I've been wanting one of these for a while. I hope it has a decent viewing angle. I know that it doesn't have perfect viewing angles, because I've read it in the reviews from some other buyers. But people are also pretty happy with it overall. So as long as you're looking at it from relatively straight on, it should be all right. So let's check it out. How do we open it? Okay, we got one of those little tabs. Let me use my scissors to get in there. That was tight. All right, it's good packaging, which you would want if you're having a monitor coming across the world to you. All right, so what do we have inside? There we go. We have our HDMI cable. This is full HDMI to mini HDMI, which is great. We're gonna need that. We don't need it, I have one, but it should come with one. We have here USB to USB-C. It looks good. This is data as well, obviously. It better be. And we got a USB-A to USB-C, and this is what will power the device. So that's pretty cool. Came with a little one of those little stands. It's like a, yeah, you just lean it on that. I've never really used one of these before. I'll have to try that out. I'm gonna move all these cables off to the side just for a minute. We're just gonna take a look at this monitor. I don't want to lose track of things. Here's our manual right here. Take a quick look at that, see if there's anything relevant. Do you want to read all that? Let's pause just in case there's anything funny there. Feel free. All right. Not too much going on here. There we go. Just getting through the pages. So it shows how to connect the switch. You could literally connect the switch directly from Type-C to it. You don't need to use an HDMI cable. My other monitor is the same way. You can do that. It's like a lower quality image, I think, though. This is only a 1080p. It's not like a 4K monitor. Oh, it looks like it has the exact same setup as my other monitor, where you have this little wheel that you push in and you could wiggle it up or down, and that's how you choose your different settings. I'm going to be familiar with that, which is good. Even though the wheel on my other monitor gets fussy with me, it doesn't always work very well. But that's that. All right, so there's the manual. Let's check it out. I'm just going to move this big box out of the way. And let's get this thing out of the bubble wrap. Nicely packed. On the listing, I gotta say it looks kind of cheap. It does have kind of like a big bezel, especially the bottom part has a bigger bezel than the top. But it seemed like, I mean, for 30 bucks, and based on what other people were saying in the reviews, it seemed like a great deal, because people were paying like twice that much for it when they were giving those reviews. So I mainly did this for the channel. Until I get my new setup, it's a good way for me to have a monitor on screen while I have like a hitbox right here or a controller, something to use, so that I could display the gameplay while showing the product that I'm using. So there it is. Let me just keep this package off to the side too. Hold on to everything, because who knows if it's going to work. All right, so I was thinking in the future I can have it probably like up in the corner right here like that, and whatever, like a hitbox right here or my controller, however, I'll figure it out. But we'll have to figure out how to do it without the most glare, but it seems like it's an anti-glare screen. Definitely is an anti-glare. There's our inputs right there, 2 USB-Cs, 1 HDMI mini. Over here we have our little wheel that I was talking about, and it feels like it works exactly the same way. I don't know, it looks like there's a little slot there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there goes my light. 1 second. This light is something that needs to be replaced. What I was trying to say is, 1 second. It looks like it has a mini HDMI port right there that would have been used in the past before they upgraded it to I mean, not mini HDMI, micro USB is what I'm thinking of. Instead of, or is that, yeah, that's micro USB. So we have our USB-Cs over here and our mini HDMI, but I don't know if that would have been an option, if there's something behind that. They just wanted to take it out because it's a bad look. These days, we don't want to see micro USB. But anyway, there looks like a reset button or a power button and a headphone jack down there. So that's that. There's a, I guess those are those VESA mounts or VESA mounts, how do you pronounce that, on the back. And I'm just going to move this thing out of the way for the time being, and we're going to test this in a future video for sure. Not just test it, but it's going to be a tool for the channel for a while at least. So let me just sit in the box for now. 1 second here. What's coming next? So I have a couple things that were already unboxed here that I just want to show you because we're going to also check them out in another video. One is this. This came from a company called TALON Games, T-A-L-O-N Games. It's like all capital letters. Right there you can see it, TALON Games, on AliExpress. And these go on the G8 Galileo, as you can see right there. It's a little overkill with the D-pad and the button, the stickers for the buttons. But I definitely wanted to try the grips, the ones on the side, and see how they feel. And who knows, we might just have fun and put them on everything and just see how it looks, see if it feels goofy or what. But I was curious about that. So we're going to break the G8 out one of these days and do that. All right, so that's that. Put that aside. This right here is something I pulled out in my previous video with my gray R36S. And I was mentioning that I was going to show it, and I got caught up in what I was doing and I didn't. So this is another R33S. This was the very last one available from my favorite seller, the one that's been hooking up all the red R36Ss, and the only seller that does the R33Ss. This is now considered a pocket boy, and this is the all-white one. So this is a beautiful, beautiful device. Looks like a Mini, acts like an R36S, and plenty of other consoles with Arc OS. It's RK3326 chip, and it's all white. Really pretty. We won't turn it on today, but we can check this one out. If you're interested in the R33S, I do have a video. I will link it below. All right, so let's just set this aside to save time. One more look. So nice. All right, what do we have next? So this is another thing that I have unboxed. I paid for this, but I do have a coupon code from the company if anybody's interested in ordering this. This is from the company called BebonCool. I don't know if you've heard of them. I've heard of them, but I think this is the first product I've ever owned by them. But it's a Cradle style controller for Nintendo Switch. Let's just open it up and take a look. We'll test it in another video. I'm probably going to do a video specifically on Cradle style controllers, and I'll include that one in this. It would be a dedicated video if they sent it to me, but I actually paid for it. So anyway, it's okay. It's kind of cool. I tested it out already, so we'll take a look at it in another video. And as you can see right there, it says Saitaki. So I don't understand what's going on, but I think they're like sister companies to BebonCool and Saitaki. But it has silicone-based face buttons, like dome switch D-pad. Feels like dome switches or mechanical switches for the triggers, and mechanical, yeah, triggers and shoulder buttons are a different kind of switch though. So yeah, we'll Hall sensor sticks too. So we'll check it out in another video. Move it on to the side of my pile of AliExpress chaos. Okay, so we only have a couple more here for today, and then we're going to be using that monitor probably in the next video with, I won't say which hitbox, but I have a couple different ones that we're going to check out. So I'm not sure what's in these. I don't think there's anything too exciting, but I got to see what's in them anyway. Okay, I got myself some gloves that just have thumb and index finger covered so I don't smear up my screen all the time like I tend to do in these videos. So that could be kind of cool for my handheld showcase reviews and all that. Get my greasy fingers all over the screen. So they're made to be using on a mobile gaming device, but I never play touchscreen like that. So I thought it might be useful. Cost like $1.50. It was one of those things where pay $1.50 more for an item and get free shipping, or pay $1.99 for shipping, that kind of thing. So what do we have here? I'm not even sure what this is. Oh, I think this is a mini switch dock. And this is going to come in handy too, because this can work as a dock for the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, which is another thing I have that I keep planning on doing videos on this channel, but I haven't got around to it. This thing works as a dock for the Switch or the Retroid Pocket 4 Go, and probably 4 Pro, and probably other systems as well. But it seems to have really good reviews. Has like this magnetic piece that comes off, and yeah, basically you can dock your Retroid Pocket in here, and just like you would a Nintendo Switch. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Magnetic, and you have your inputs right there. Just one USB-A instead of two like the original dock, but you got your power right there, your HDMI, and yeah, you could just power this on, sit your Retroid Pocket 4 Pro right in there, and it should work with HDMI. So we're gonna test this in another video. That could be kind of interesting. There was someone in the comments that had said it worked great, so we'll have to see. There's a little button here that kind of, I guess, turns it on and off. I'm excited about this one. I'm looking forward to it. From a company called AliExpress, and I've been seeing that name more and more lately. I know it's just another one of those names, and I know some of you guys are afraid to dock your Switch on anything other than a legitimate dock, and I don't blame you, but I'm willing to take the risk. So here's another one that I previously opened because they sent me the wrong one initially. Initially they sent me this one, which sucks. It has the D-pad and the buttons at the bottom and the sticks up top. I might as well pull it out and just show you the heck of it. But they ended up sending me the other one for free. This one was like, it was about the same price, I guess. But so this one is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but this is it right here. Individual buttons for the D-pad, unfortunately, and the next one I'm going to show you is the same. It just basically, they switched the layout. So let's pull the other one out. This is one I'm not too stoked on. It could be good for first-person shooter games and stuff like that. We'll have to test the sticks just out of curiosity. So let's get this one out of the way. Man, I have a big mess to clean up when I finish this video. So MOCUTE, yeah, this brand right here, I've never had anything from them before, but they were really friendly, and they were really accommodating when they realized, or when I brought it to their attention, that they sent me the wrong thing. They didn't want me to give them a bad review, and they just immediately said, we're going to send you the one that you ordered, which is cool of them to do. So here's a QR code if anybody wants it. Oh, they make this one a little hard to get out. Go ahead and scan that if you guys want to check it out. I'm not sure what it's going to take you to see, but be careful. So you see this one has extra ergonomics going on, and they did the asymmetrical sticks. It looks like it feels better, and it does feel better, but it's definitely still a little bit small. Smaller than I expected it to be. So here's an iPhone 15 Pro Max. I guess it would go on this side. It's supposed to be this. I think it's supposed to accommodate a Nintendo Switch. These little lips right here are going to go on the inside of the rails, but you can see with the 15 Pro, even with the slim case, it holds it in fine, and it has a strong spring. But yeah, it's probably better without a case. So there's that. The MOCUTE, the D-pad, 4 separate buttons. It is what it is. Pretty loud. Bumpers, analog triggers. Hall sticks, Hall sensor sticks, so everything has the Hall sticks these days. Alright, so let's just pull that out of there. We'll check this out again in another video. It's going to be probably one full video on Cradle style controllers, another video on budget telescopic controllers, because I got a few stacking up here. Are we done here, guys? I think we might be close to finished. There's a couple more things here. So we got another gamepad here that I previously unboxed. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. And I have a couple game boxes that I'm going to use with that little monitor, so we'll be able to test some fighting games out with this. I know it's not ideal, but it has the right bumper and the right trigger set here, as opposed to having the left trigger and the left bumper. I mean the left and the right, the way you would for like Super Nintendo or whatever. But you can remap it in the emulators, and we'll figure all that out. This thing looks pretty cool. It has 2 different D-pads that you could use on it, your floating circle style D-pad. So I've seen good things about this controller. It was, like $18. So we'll check that out in another video. a budget controller video, and I'm not sure what we have here, but I hope I just didn't show the oh goodness, this thing, the COIORVIS. This thing is similar to your what do you call it, your 8-bit do SN30 or something like that, but it's definitely a budget form version of that. COIORVIS has some stuff that is pretty good and stuff I like. This right here, unfortunately, the D-pad does not have a pivot, so you know how I am when it comes to that. I haven't tested it yet in game, so we'll have to see. It might still work all right, but you know, when a D-pad doesn't have a pivot, I'm not a happy guy. Also, the sticks don't have, they're slick. There's nothing on them. So other than that, it's kind of a cool little portable, small controller that, you know, it works Bluetooth, but it also has 2.4 gigahertz. So we'll see how it works. We'll check it out. We got a bunch of stuff to check out. So I'll probably use one of those game boxes as the test, like the Super Console X, or actually I have a Hyperspin big 12 terabyte HDD coming. We might use that instead. So we'll see. I gotta get organized here, and we do have one more package here. Or two packages it seems to be. So do we have anything on here that I have no idea what these are? So it makes me a little nervous slicing into it because whatever's in there is thin. Oh, okay, this is like a thumb magnetic or like suction cup style circle pad for cell phone gaming, and I got this just to mess around with the Delta emulator. I'm gonna see if it works over top of the D-pad because I hate playing with just the screen alone. I got this and some suction buttons. Actually, not just suction buttons, but like these little trigger ones that go on the top of the cell phone. So this is just a preview video for all the things I have planned. All kinds of fun stuff. Who knows if it's going to be cool stuff, but it's fun to look at. If you're like me, you're curious when you see this stuff and wonder if it works well. So this right here is the triggers. Let's just open this up, I guess. I guess these are like a little suction cup knobs that sit on the top kind of part of your controller. I mean your phone, like right here and here, and then you could hit them because those L and R buttons. If you're playing a game on your phone right here, it is so difficult to hold the D-pad right there. I don't know why the camera was on, but yeah, it's so hard to hold the D-pad, press buttons, and then also hit those L and R buttons right there. So that's what this is supposed to do. They sit right there and right there. I'm all over the place here. So it came with some wipes, and there they are, just these tiny little things. Kind of interesting though. So I guess you just kind of like push down on them. We'll have to see how they work. I like the little box. Only cost about $1.50. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. I got a big pile of trash in front of me now, and a bunch of stuff to figure out. Where do we start? I'm looking forward to this dock right here with the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. Also with the Switch. We're going to try it with that 11-inch monitor. And I got a bunch of stuff coming, guys. It's just hard to get to it lately. Bear with me. I'll get at least one video out a week. Probably more than that. And this is just a quick one. Until next time, guys. Peace.